Fantastic. So, Tom, given that his father is a prominent Death Eater, Draco really had little choice on as to which side he was going to have to choose in the epic battle. And I just wondered how he's personally affected by the New World Order, and if he feels isolated to some degree.
Very much so, yeah. Isolated is probably the best word for it. I think Draco doesn't think much of this New World Order at all, but like you said, he's really forced into it. He doesn't really have much of a choice, which is puts him in a rather terrible position. I think he's putting up the front that he wants to be part of it because of his father, like you said, being one of them. But equally, deep down, his as much as his allegiances lie with his family, I think he wants to do something very different and actually probably rather help the good side. So yeah, he's in a rather horrible position, but he does his best to do both, I think.
And J.K. Rowling said upon finishing writing The Deathly Hallows that she felt simultaneously heartbroken and euphoric. I just wondered how far that sentiment would match your own feelings upon completing your
Completely
work.
the same, yeah, literally. It was, I mean, euphoric maybe not the right word, because I think we'll feel that when we get to see the films, when they're all finished. But yeah, it was certainly a sense of achievement. There was a real sense of we've done it, we've made it kind of thing. And certainly if someone had told us what we were going to do when we started in 2000, I'm sure none of us would have believed that. So there was a real sense of achievement and a lot of pride in what we'd done. Equally, a great sense of sadness, the fact that it was all over and that would be the end of it, really. So it is a real mixture of a conflict of emotions, definitely.
And Deathly Hallows Part 1 has been described both as a thriller and as a road movie of sorts, and I just wondered how you would best describe it.
Yeah, I mean, completely like that. The road movie aspect, the fact that we're really following the main three characters through a completely different world and through sets and scenes that we've never seen them go before, which is a really interesting part of the film. Equally, they're being hunted down throughout it, really, which adds obviously the element of a thriller. And needless to say, they end up getting in some sticky scenarios. So yeah, it's a fantastic film, and it really, by the end of it, it really sort of builds up the great story that follows with the second one.
And Daniel Radcliffe has described the near 18-month-long shoot as a bit of an endurance test. I just wondered who or what kept you going during the mammoth shoot.
Daniel is a great inspiration for all of us. Certainly for me, he's been a real inspiration for how no one could possibly do the job remotely as good as Daniel does it, and he does it with such passion and enjoyment that it's really uplifting for the rest of the cast. Certainly for me to see the fact that he's there literally constantly. I'm only there for the odd week, so if I start getting tired and he's on cloud 9, then it quickly makes me realise if he can do it, then I can as well. So it's always nice to have him around on set.
Now, the Potter films have always attracted the creme de la creme of British and Irish acting talent.
Yeah.
I just wondered who in particular will stay on your Christmas card list and who you've perhaps seen as a bit of a guide or mentor along the way.
I mean, I consider them all exceptionally nice people, and I've learnt lots from all of them. Jason Isaacs, who plays my dad, obviously, I'm very, very close with him, and he's been quite paternal over me, bless him, looking after me on and off set. He's one of the few adult actors who's happy to suggest maybe a different way of saying a line or playing a scene, and for a young actor, that's really that's really worth a lot. And I'm not at a stage where I would feel comfortable about asking a lot of adult actors, what do you think of this, what do you think of that? And Jason takes it upon himself to happily talk to me about that, which is really useful. So yeah, he's on the list.
And just finally, Tom, I've listened to some of your music online.
Oh, great!
And I just wondered, is that something that's a potential career option for you as well as the acting?
It's a passion project, really. The music. I've been very fortunate enough to just sort of start my own little independent record label off. So I'm looking sort of to keep music as a passion project, and to maybe not just myself but also other musicians to work with them. I know Matt Lewis, who plays Neville, was in a great band, so we've been looking to do some work with them as well. So yeah, I mean, it's something that I'm very interested in, and I'm not looking for any pop career anytime soon, but it's something that I shall certainly keep close to my heart.
Tom Felton, thanks very much, and all the best with the Deathly Hallows when it's released in the UK.
Thank you, sir. It's been a real pleasure.
Lovely.
Once again.
Thanks very much.